Mesdames et messieurs, un accueil très très chaleureux pour la personne qui vient de réparer l'orgue, qui avait un problème, et qui maintenant va le faire sonner avec tout le talent qui le définit, Monsieur Robert Rowley.
Bonjour. That is the limit of my French. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. It is a pleasure to be here. It's a great pleasure to be invited to take part in any way in such a fabulous festival. I'm going to play some music that is written by theatre organists. This is quite rare. There is very little music written specifically for the theatre organ. I will play one piece, which is. First, I will play my own variations on a very special arrangement. There was an amazing organist, almost perhaps the finest that has ever been, George Wright, a great American who he just had a way of communicating with the instrument and with music. So I will open with a piece called Roller Coaster, which is the first piece of music I remember hearing as a tiny, tiny child. So it will bring back memories for me too. Merci beaucoup. Two French words. The piece Roller Coaster, whilst it wasn't written by a theatre organist, the composers who wrote the piece were very much contemporary with the heydays of the theatre organ, particularly in America. However, one of the two that wrote the piece, Milton DeLugg, strange name, he only died on the 6th of April in 2015. He was born in September 2018. A ripe old age. So, it's nearly his anniversary of his death. I thought I might play that for him. Anyway, we move now to a very gentle, very pretty piece. It is the Serenade to Moonlight. This was written by a composer called Felton Rapley. Felton Rapley was not only a theatre organist, but he was a musical arranger, a composer of some note, and a broadcaster that used to broadcast on the Gaumont circuit. That is to say, there were many theatres, particularly in the UK, that were run by the Gaumont chain, and so he would play in various places in his career. And this is a very beautiful, very gentle serenade to moonlight. was the Happy Waltz by a Granada organist that used to broadcast this very organ in Clapham Junction, and that was the great Lloyd Thomas, a fabulous composer, wrote many interesting small miniature pieces, of which this is a great example. Things are going to be a little quieter now, because our next theatre organist is again one of the greatest that there has ever been. It's an American organist again, Lynn Larson. Lynn is an incredible man, a wonderful composer and a very fine organist and arranger. This piece is something I wish to dedicate to Geneva particularly. I came here for a week in February, and I have rarely been made more welcome anywhere, including my family home. So, a great thanks to you all, and this piece is called There's a Place in My Heart for You. Thank you. Thank you. think it's really beautiful music. And this is not unique in Lynn Larson's compositions. There are many very, very beautiful pieces, but this one had the correct title for this evening. For my part of this concert, I don't really need to go out with lots of notes and fireworks, because the other guys, well, they do that better than I do. And so the piece I would like to leave you with this evening is actually by George Gershwin. The music of Gershwin worked particularly well on the theatre organ, or the cinema organ. And this piece has, again, a real powerful impact on me personally. The piece is Bess, You Is My Woman Now, which is from Porgy and Bess, which is an opera by Gershwin. And this is Porgy talking to Bess, telling her that she is safe and that she's loved and cared for. And there's a beautiful melody. It's almost a small tone poem. And as we progress through the piece, the second time through, there is a duet with Bess singing over the top and Porgy singing in the tenor. And I'm going to use the facility of second touch, which I demonstrated just the other evening. But just to very quickly demonstrate once more, if I have some stops on the accompaniment manual, that's fairly normal. If I add the tuba second touch, if I push harder on each key, I get the tuba to play, or different stops. I am going to attempt to use this feature so that Porgy can sing his duet with Bess. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being a wonderful audience and for hosting me so wonderfully both this week and the last time I was here in February. I love your city and I love your people, and I hope to return soon. Please enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you very much.